Hello, I'm Darryl Brown from brownconsulting.org, and today we will discuss how to answer a job pre-screening questionnaire. Job pre-screening questionnaires are given by employers for two reasons primarily. Number one is to verify employment in addition to job eligibility information, and also to determine that the person is actually qualified to do the job that they're applying for. And number two is to determine behavioral or emotional intelligence. And these are areas that not necessarily can be measured per se, but what they look for is to at least get a basic understanding of the type of candidate that is applying for this job, and to perhaps determine a predictable level of success with this potential candidate. Here are tips to enable you to properly address a job pre-screening questionnaire. Tip number one, read each question thoroughly before answering. There's the tendency sometimes especially when it's on a time clock or a specific time frame, that it's tempting to skim over questions before properly answering them. But the problem with that is, if you skim over the questions without getting a full understanding of what the question entails, you might inadvertently write the wrong answer on there, and it may have a direct impact on the employer determining if you're the right candidate based on what you've written on the questionnaire. So be sure to answer the questions thoroughly. Number two, answer each question honestly. There are those that tend to want to over-exaggerate or write more than they should in their questionnaire to maybe perhaps overinflate or exaggerate their qualifications. That is never a good idea. Always ensure that you're honest, because if you really think about it, if you're not honest in your answering of the questionnaire and they look at your resume and there's something that does not match up, that may leave the wrong impression that there are integrity problems on your part. And tip number three, keep in mind that some of these questions may come up at a later time during the actual interview process. So what is good about the pre-screening questionnaire is that it also helps you to practice and prepare yourself prior to the actual interview that may take place at a later time. So use it as one of those springboards to enable you to prepare yourself as much as possible for that upcoming interview. I'm Darryl Brown from brownconsulting.org, and these are tips on how to answer a job pre-screening questionnaire. Thank you for watching.